Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk about why you shouldn't try to fit in. So what I mean here is quite often people want to be liked and accepted by their peers so much that they'll pretend to be someone they're not in order to gain that acceptance. They'll try to fit in by pretending to be someone they're not. So this isn't, in my opinion, the best strategy to take because there are two problems with it that I have. The first one being that if you fake it, if you pretend to be someone you're not, you will almost always eventually be found out. And when that happens, people will lose trust in you, or they'll just think that you're insecure and needy and you're trying to buy your way into the group by manipulating people, trying to fool them, and they're not going to like that either. But the other problem I have with this is that you're basically sacrificing what makes you unique when you try to fit in with other people by pretending to be someone you're not. It's like playing the chameleon. You're basically putting on a mask in order to be liked and accepted. But that means even if people do end up liking you, if you're able to trick them for a short period of time, they're not going to actually like the real you because you haven't allowed yourself to be who you really are. So they're going to like that facade that you're presenting to them. That's not even the real you. This is like my main argument for why you should always be authentic when you're dating. Because if you play that chameleon role and you're able to attract someone and keep them interested for a while, eventually they will find out who you really are. And even if they do like you at the beginning, they're not going to like you. Because like I said earlier, you aren't presenting your true self to them. You're presenting that mask to them. Is that even fulfilling? Do you want to be liked for that mask you're wearing? Or do you want to be liked for the real you, for who you truly are? That is way more fulfilling, even if it means that sometimes people aren't going to like you. I would much rather have like 8 out of 10 people dislike the real me, but 2 out of 10 people really like who I am, than have 10 out of 10 people like me for wearing a mask. Because that's just not fulfilling. I would know deep down that even though everybody likes me, they don't like the real me because I'm not showing the real me to them. I'm wearing that mask. So this is why I just don't believe it's worth it to try to fit in, to pretend to be someone you're not, to make people like you, because they will eventually find out the truth. Like a great example of this would be in high school. People are always trying to fit in. They want to be liked and accepted. So let's say you have a friend group where all of them are into football. American football, should I say. No, not soccer. Let's say one day you guys are talking about football, and if you're really not into the sport, if you're just saying that you like it to fit in with them, if they start talking about specifics of the game, you're not going to be able to keep up because you won't know what they're talking about. So in those moments, if they ask you a question or if you pretend to agree to things that you don't quite understand, eventually they'll probably learn that even though you claim to like football, you truly don't know what the hell you're talking about, which means you only said that to try to fit in with them. So they're going to lose respect for you and trust for you because they'll realize, hey, you were lying. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't actually like football. You were just doing it to be liked and accepted by them. That is way less fulfilling than if you just were honest and told them, hey, you guys love football? I don't understand anything about the sport. I'm not into it, but I would love to learn more about it. If you were to take that approach, being honest, they would probably respect you way more. And especially they'd be interested in teaching you something about what they're passionate about. So that will actually lead to you connecting with them even better than if you had tried to fit in and you lied through your teeth to make them like you. So do you follow there? It's usually better to be honest anyway. That will build stronger relationships with people, even if right away you don't like the same things that they like. At least then you're being who you are, you're being authentic. There's a lot of respect that people have for those who are courageous enough to be real. So that's like a great example that I can use to portray how important this is. And like I said, people will often respect you more for having that courage to be authentic. So this is like a win-win. When you're real, people will like you more and you'll often be better accepted because of that. So there really is no point in trying to fit in. You'll often find that when you try to fit in, or when you believe that you need to try to fit in with people, you'll realize it probably isn't even worth it to try to get accepted by them, because usually the best people out there, they're going to like you regardless of you liking the same things they're into. Like, there won't be any need to fit in with them because they'll accept you as you are. So anytime where you feel like you need to fit in, where you're surrounded by people where you feel that desire to fit into their group, to be liked and accepted because they're not already initially liking and accepting you for who you are, you just have to ask yourself, is that worth it? Are these the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with? So yeah, that's just some of my thoughts on this subject and why I don't believe it's worth it to ever try to fit in with people. I just don't think you'll have to do that with the right people, because they'll like you for who you are. Like, there won't be any need to try to fit in with them. They'll just accept you as you are. So there you go. I hope these arguments have made sense to you and shown you why you really shouldn't ever feel a need to try to fit in with people. But anyway, truly hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm. It doesn't even have to relate to the video. You can leave a comment saying you love spaghetti, or actually say that you love fettuccine alfredo, because that's my favorite food. I freaking love that stuff. Actually, only say that if you legitimately do. Comment your favorite food in the comment section. There we go. That'll be a fun little thing to do here. But yeah, I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Arrivederci.